Hello guys, welcome back to the live stream. How are you all? Welcome back Johnny Beat. After a long time seeing you in the live stream. Oh wow, who is here? Swifty. Welcome back bro. For a very long time. Welcome back Crazy Alien. You also came back after a very long time. Welcome back Love Love. Yes, I am fine. Thanks for asking. Tom Voltra. I'm not good. Why bro? What happened? I'm also not good by the way because I was thinking to buy at 4588. Now seeing the price flying high according to my main analysis. But at this moment, the reason I did not open the buy trade was this candle. This candle was not a good sign because it has broken this low. This one was a break of structure. So at that time, I thought it's a selling sign. So prefer not to take a buy trade. But exactly from 4588, we are watching this big candle, this big move. So yeah, I'm not good. Lol. Yes, Tom Voltra, you already know me. Nice. Crazy Alien, welcome back. Hey, बस यार टॉम भाई क्या करें बात हो जाती है इस तरह के कभी कभी. Now currently at the moment price is trying to do a break of structure here, market structure shift here on the 5 minute time frame at this moment. Yeah. So if you can see, the reason why I was going to take a buy trade is because we have swap zone here. This one was a swap zone, the previous support area, and I was expecting the price to leave a kind of wick to the 4588 level and then go up. But instead, price gave the candle closing below this area, below this blue line, this low. So that's why the price gave us a kind of selling sign here at this moment because the candle close was below this level and it was a pretty good selling type of candle. So that's why I thought prefer not to take a buy trade. But now seeing the price reversing from exact level, which is 4588, and now we're hitting the 4605. So if we think it's 160 pips of move. So yeah. Anyways, currently we still are not very bullish right now because the price is still trying to break this area, which is change of character sign. Once we have change of character sign, that means the price can fly high. It can reach 4645 level very easily. But yeah, in just 1 hour, yeah, in just 50 minutes, we have Kevin Warsh speech. And guys, the important thing is to you. The most important thing is we have uh, four news at the same time. FED chairman was speak, then benchmark payrolls revision, then this one revised UM. So we have four newses at the same time. Let me do everything set up to hear the speech of Kevin Walsh. I need to listen to him. It will be a long speech, guys. It will take almost 30 minutes or I guess 1 hour for his speech. And yeah, I have made my MT5 and everything ready for doing the trade. Right now, I still think the price can give us some selling here at this moment because the price failed to hold this area. The price failed to hold this area, this one. So there is still a selling sign here. I'm just here for education today. First time back on the charts, and it's Friday, and so much news will enter from next week. Perfect, bro. 50. We'll love to see you coming back. I can't be here usually. Yeah, but take care and have a thanks a lot, Crazy Alien. Let me do some everything set up. Hear the speech. Pause the name that website. FED. Better. Okay, should we wait for your signal after the news? Yes, bro. We should wait for the signal because right now, as I have explained earlier, that the price is just trying to do manipulation here. As you can see, the price did manipulation here by giving us a selling sign and then go to the buy side, which I was expecting already. And now the price is doing manipulation here. People thought once we have the breakout of this area, we have change of character. Then at the pullback, we can take a buy trade. And now the price is just leaving a big wick on the upside and now closing to the downside. So this candle is a kind of bearish candle. So this is a manipulation candle. So yeah, now until unless we will break this area, we are in manipulation zone. But as soon as price breaks this area, we can decide our final entries. But yeah, everything depends on Kevin Warsh. For Kevin Warsh, the demand and supply zones, the golden zones, the ICT concept, nothing matters to him. So for Kevin Warsh, if he says something positive about gold, definitely gold will skyrocket. And if he says something negative about gold, so yeah, we will see a great kind of waterfall here. If I had to Good afternoon. I just joined. What the time is news? Brother, Indian government, we have news in 45 minutes. 4697 वाली ट्रेड को अगर 4605 पर क्लोज कर देता तो थोड़ा प्रॉफिट हो जाता मगर ब्रेक इवन पर निकल गए अपने। हाँ भाई, कोई मसले वाली बात नहीं है क्योंकि उसके फौरी बाद आपने देखा कि प्राइस जो है ना वो गई है 8-9 के ऊपर भी गई है, तो हमारा स्टॉप लॉस हो सकता था ट्रिगर हो जाए। स्टॉप लॉस हिट तो नहीं हुआ, लेकिन फिर भी जो है वो प्राइस ने ना मतलब अच्छा खासा हार्ट अटैक दे देना था। Acha, Johnny Wheat, how many pips do you think the next move will be? It's been accumulating for a quite while. Brother, I think it's a Friday, and Friday is usually called a manipulation day, but I think it can give us 500 pips to 800 pips of move very easily. This is what I think. But yeah, let's see what Kevin Walsh will say. We can't predict his words. We can't predict what Kevin Walsh, what another person is going to say in the next moment. So this is the major thing. Yes, 500 to 800 pips because uh, there are three possibilities. Let me write it here. Guys, if the spellings are wrong, then please forgive me because currently my focus is not on spellings. Okay. Kevin is also Ullu Patha. Exactly, Sunny bhai, exactly. Acha, Kevin, if Kevin War's statement is something like hawkish, then gold can very easily reach almost 4450 and 43 sorry 4275 levels. This is the this is my estimate that the price can reach these levels if Kevin War's statement is some kind of hawkish. If his statement is some kind of dovish, then in that case gold can skyrocket and it can reach 4800 to $5000 level very easily. Sorry, 4800, it's 47249. Yeah, but if his statement is something kind of neutral statement, then in that case the price will do SL hunting. It will leave a kind of big wicks because Kevin Watts is actually a very wise man, bro. He knows when to say something good, he knows when to say something bad. He's not like FD chair Powell. He's not like that. He's very wise person. And if his statement is neutral, which I think he will say something neutral about gold, obviously about US dollar, gold will leaves big wick on upside, then big wick on downside, taking stop losses of everyone. This is what I think during Kevin War's speech. It can leave big wick candles on upside, then big wick candles on downside. So this is what I am thinking right now because Kevin Warsh is not like Jerome Powell. He is very wise man. He will stay neutral today, I think. Trump is bigger Ullu the Patha. You are so true, bro. Both of these men are greatest Ullu the Patha of time, of all the time. Okay, one more important thing. Let me mark the range as well because the price is moving in this range. Hello, Noor, bro. Welcome back. Greatest of all. Currently, the price is making lower lows. You can see clearly here. And if you see this support area, this is acting as a wedge pattern. A buy limit at 4605 and a sell limit at 5988 is a good. Uh, bro, do you remember what happened during the NFP news recently? Do you remember that? Or do you remember CPI trade? Most of the people who put the buy stop and sell stop levels, uh, the price has triggered both of their trades from the buy stop level and from the sell stop level, and then hitting the stop losses of both sides. Uh, that was the reason most of the people got their account washed during NFP and CPI data. So do not enter a buy limit and a sell limit at the same time because we can't predict what Kevin Walsh is going to say. We can only predict the data. So that's what I would suggest to you, bro. Yes, we have seen this thing where after like we have seen this thing so many times that whenever we put buy limit and sell limit orders and then go away, price manipulates our takes our entry and then hit our stop losses. So buy limit orders and sell limit orders are bullshit, bro, because we are trading at the moment. Trading is kind of business. We can't like go away by just putting the stop losses, by just putting the sell limit and buy limit orders. So it's our money, bro. We need to be active during the trade. So that's why manual execution is always the thing which I prefer the most. Guys, make sure to like the stream. Today no one had liked the stream right now. Please do it. Okay, Swifty, thanks a lot, bro. 4598. You can see, guys, the price is still struggling to break this area, which I was saying you previously. There is no change of character right now at the moment. The price just manipulated this candle, this trend line. Thanks a lot, Noor, bro. Everyone, please. Thanks a lot, Tom Voltra. This background music, I even hear it in my ears when I am not even on the live stream. Oh, damn, bro. Yeah, I completely forgot to change this background music, bro. It's been the part of my live streams from the very first day. Many people have told me, have asked me to change this background music, but yeah, I always forgot that. एक स्नाइपर एंट्री दे दो एचएम गेमर। बिल्कुल भैया, कल दी थी ना, दो तीन दी थी इकट्ठी। आज भी मिलेगी, टेंशन नहीं लेनी। थैंक्स अ लॉट टॉम वोल्ट्रा। Okay, so the background music is, you can say, I think I should not change the background music now because people are now, you can say, starting doing liking it. आज लाइव एंट्री लाजमी देना, डू नॉट क्लोज द लाइव बिफोर एंट्री। ओके ब्रो, एच एम गेमर, दैट म्यूजिक इट्स योर सिग्नेचर। एग्जैक्टली ब्रो, थैंक्स अ लॉट। यार एच एम गेमर, वैसे कल दी तो नहीं थी लाइव स्ट्रीम के ऊपर ट्रेड, लेकिन मैंने लाइव खत्म करने के फौरी बाद दी थी ट्रेड। ठीक है, और परसों भी दी थी ऐसे ही, एक दो दो तीन दिन पहले। तो उस टाइम पे हुआ ही था प्रॉफिट, लेकिन हाँ चलो कोई नहीं, आज मैं लाइव के ऊपर कोशिश करता हूँ एक अच्छी ट्रेड निकाल के दूँ, टेंशन ही लेनी। अरे यार, डर में क्लोज कर देते। यार आज मेरी पूरी कोशिश है कि कम से कम एक ट्रेड हो, स्नाइपर एंट्री हो। अब मैंने ब्रेक इवन क्यों क्लोज कराई वो ट्रेड, क्योंकि उसने स्नाइपर मूव नहीं दिया 4597 से। इसी वजह से मैंने वो ट्रेड ब्रेक इवन क्लोज करा दिया। मैं भाई आपको पता है, सब लोगों को पता है कि भाई स्नाइपर एंट्री को ही मैं प्रेफर करता हूँ। क्योंकि जो ट्रेड मेरी जो लास्ट ऑर्डर होता है उसको हिट करने के बाद भी स्नाइपर मूव ना दे, तो फिर जो है ना, मैं ट्रेड के ऊपर जो है कॉन्फिडेंस जो है मेरा ख़त्म हो जाता है। फिर मैं उसको कोशिश करता हूँ कि कोई नहीं, खैर है, ब्रेक इवन पे क्लोज कर दो। मोस्टली जो है वो स्नाइपर मूव्स आती हैं लेवल्स की एक्यूरेसी की वजह से, बाकी कोई नहीं। हाँ, कल ऐसे ही हुआ था इंडियन गवर्नमेंट, सनी भाई लाइव क्लोज की थी, साथ ही मैंने ट्रेड दे दी थी ग्रुप के अंदर। बस डिपेंड करता है ना कि प्राइस कब लेवल के ऊपर आ जाए। जो डर में क्लोज होती है वही टीपी हिट करती है, ऐसा ही है यार। मार्केट बहुत सियानी है, मार्केट बहुत तेज समझदार है। तो पता है कि भाई कब लोगों ने एंटर करना है, कब नहीं करना, कहाँ पे इसके स्टॉप लॉसेस हैं। तो भाई market knows where you have put your stop loss, where your entry point. So it always takes the liquidity. Market works on liquidity. Without liquidity, market can't move, bro. Yes, bro. This is becoming the signature. Okay, this time now price again tries to break this trend line, but again, you can see is trying to go down again, or it can be a retest. We never know what will be the next candle, but I think it will not be a kind of breakout to the downside. It will be a successful breakout to the upside. I think this is what I think. Exactly, no, Tom Ultra, bro. Sniper entries are the one which comes with peace of mind. At least we have some peace of mind that our trade is going good. So the slow trades are the worst trade. I think we should never do such kind of trades. Like if I show you my Ganda chart, you can see every trade is sniper trade. All every trade is sniper trade. This one, this, this, this. And most of the trades are those which I missed. Like this one. This trade I missed by only 3 points, three numbers. Like my entry was 4700, but the price reached 4697. You remember this trade? We have a long talk on this trade. Yeah. Later it hit 900 pips of profits. Ganda chart. ये तो मैं साफ सुथरा चार्ट सिर्फ लाइव स्ट्रीम के लिए रखता हूँ, वरना मेरे से इस ट्रेड इसके ऊपर ट्रेड नहीं होती ये साफ सुथरे चार्ट पे। डंडा चार्ट, ओ नो ब्रो। नॉट अ डंडा चार्ट। Let's guys, we have a very strong level here. I just pointed out uh, this one. Also, there is also a very strong level. Uh, 4 5. Also, this area is also a very strong area for buying. Here, we can expect some kind of great momentum here right now. Remember these levels. I think on Monday or Tuesday, price can come to these levels, especially the 4577. On I think Monday or Tuesday, probably the price can come to this level, and then we can take a very big buy trade from here. And right now, the price is trying to break this trend line successfully. I was expecting. And we this gray box is the area from where we can expect the price to go in the buy side today after the news. This is also a good level for taking buy trade. Monday is bank holiday in UK. Okay, so in UK, I think in the London session there will be no volatility on Monday. I'm expecting the price to come to 4577 level. This is very strong level. Price can give us a very good move here. And also I have marked another level which is 4563. This is the same level which I was saying to everyone yesterday, and I think that signal is still active. I have shared that signal in the group. Let me find out. 4589. No, today is 28th. Yesterday was 27. Yeah, today I think I have. Yeah, this signal is still active, guys. 4563 is still active. It was a signal shared yesterday, but price did not take our entry points. Let me mark the level here on the live stream. Okay, guys, we have just 20 minutes left in the news. 455355. This is the area. I just marked this area. This is the signal which I have shared yesterday in the VIP group, but the price did not take our entries. So this is still valid. This level is still valid. We can expect very high bullish momentum from this level as well. But obviously the price will give us first a kind of good move at 4577. This level is a weak level. This area is a weak area. But this one is a strong. That particular level is a very strong level. News plan. Brother, there is no news plan because it's not kind of conventional news. We have a speech of almost 30 minutes or 1 hour. So that's why it will not like a data type news. We don't have any kind of data. So yeah, that's why the market will be very volatile. This is what the three scenarios which I have marked here. The price can reach these levels. Still have 20 minutes. 4607 hit. If the 15-minute candle closes near this trend line, we can expect doing a buy trade again from the same levels, 4600. But yeah, I will prefer to wait for the news first because in 20 minutes we have news. And if I do the entry at 4600, so let's say the price move near to my entry point until unless there is news, so that would be not a good situation for us. Yes, David, you are right. These are the levels. Make sure to like the stream. Four, five, eight, six. I think I should have done the buy entry at 4588. All. For me, how many entries you suggest and lot size? Indian government, as we are going to trade on news, so don't take more than 0.02 lot size and only one entry. We will do only one entry with 0.02 lot size. So if SL hit, you will lose only 20 or $30, and if TP hit, you will get 100 to $150 if you get the right direction. Because if we are successful in catching that big move, it would be very easily 500 to 600 pips, very easily. 4607. Okay guys, I have just written this plan here so everyone can see this plan. This is what we are going to follow. I hope are the colors good or should I change the colors for me, for my eyes? I think white color is very, white colors are good. I am cooking so need to step away. Brother, 15 minutes only. Only 15 minutes left. Everything is ready on my end. I'll start listening to him from right next second when he will come live in the Jackson Hall. Guys, make sure to like the stream. Uh, David is saying, brother, my screen reset. I did not hear what you said towards my comment on like. Brother, I just wrote the plan here. You can read that because I was saying the same thing. I will try to share the speech on my live screen if it's according to the YouTube policy guidelines. If not, then it will be difficult for me to share the speech. On Bloomberg, Kevin Warsh is the stream is ready, and on the Live Mint channel, the Hill Station, federal government. We have 30 minutes left. Hey, just joined in. What's the plan for the speech, guys? Alex, bro, I just shared this plan here. You can read that because this is what I was saying for all this time. The summary which I shared here. Okay, I just see the price at 4612. Damn. So it's a clear breakout. You can expect the price to leave the liquidity here, this level, and then this. Okay, only 10 minutes left, guys. Alpha feed. That's the same situation with everyone, bro. Don't worry. Yes, David. That's the 9 minutes left. Guys, like the stream. Well, my gut feeling is we can grab very big move today. My gut feeling. अंदर से दिल कह रहा है कि भाई एक बड़ी ट्रेड हम पकड़ सकते हैं. फॉर द बेस्ट. ट्रेड तो बड़ी होगी लेकिन अपने लॉट साइज सब लोग ना छोटा ही यूज़ करना, क्योंकि सबको पता है रिस्की ट्रेड होगी, न्यूज़ के ऊपर ट्रेड है, रिस्की हो सकती है. तो ट्रेड तो बड़ी होगी लेकिन लॉट साइज छोटा हो सबका. Everyone must use small lot size because trade will be big. That doesn't mean we can do open high lots. So use small lots, everyone. All 4597 is again a buy level. 4597 and 4593. This is again a strong buy level. Seven minutes left. Yes, bro. Indian government. Perfect. I was not here. Brother, that's the plan here. You can read that. I've explained the plan 3 to 4 times, so I have write the summary here. That's the plan. You can read that. Everyone must do the like and share to the stream. We have only 7 minutes left, so if you like the stream, we can expect a very positive buy trade or sell trade. Guys, I am thinking to do a buy trade here, but before the news is very risky. So, well, I think I can do a buy trade here. Like for example, mm, okay, I am doing a buy trade here, right before the news, but use only small lot. With small lot, I mean 0.01 to 0.02 is the range for everyone below $1,000 balance. So if we hit the stop loss, we will lose nothing. So everyone just use only one entry and small lots. Let's see. Hope for the best. I'm taking a buy before the news. Let's see. The buy entry is 4610. The first entry is 4610. Take profit. Wait. Finding this stop loss. Okay, Krishna. By the way, the previous trade hits break even, bro. But it's okay. $50 loss is still good, but uh, the previous trade hits the break even at 4597, even though it goes up to the 4607 levels, 4602 levels. Wait for the stop loss. Check. Yes, I remember, bro. Just a minute, Sunny bhai, just a minute. I'm finding the stop loss point. We just have 3 minutes left. For the 4610 entry, put the stop loss at break even right now. That's why I was not giving the stop loss. We can put the stop loss at break even right now, guys. 4616, we are running 60 pips in profits. Okay, 80 pips. The stop loss is at break even, guys. 4610 entry. And okay, 110 pips. One hundred 20 pips something. Yes, 120. Yeah. What a good trade, guys. What a sniper entry. Just before the news, we entered very fast. 150 pips running, guys. 150 pips. 150 pips. What a sniper entry. Put the take profit at 4645 or 4630 can be good as well. But for me, I will open my TP. The stop is at break even and we are good to hold the trade even at the time of news. If you have opened 0.02 lots, then you can book 0.01 out of 0.02 here at 150 pips and let the other position run till the final move. You can do that. 120, 100 and I don't know, 170 pips. Yeah, 170 pips. Perfect. And 2426. Guys, like the stream. I told you, like the stream, everyone. Right before the news, we grabbed the big move. Right before the news. That's how we work. 1 minute to the news, exactly. The stop at break even hit. That's the manipulation. But it's okay, we have already booked. We have already booked some good profits at the upside at this level. Perfect. Now we can see the manipulation right now. As you can see, now the price is again going back. Wow, 4598. It's so much big candle now, becoming difficult for me to put how I can show that chart here. Lol, something is. Anyways, we booked 170 pips for our one layer. To be honest, we hit 4631 or 4630, which is 200 pips move. So it's all good for us. Kevin Warsh is live now. He's on the table. Guys, make sure to like the stream now. We can expect doing a sell trade if we break this level, this key level. He just said good day and the price goes down. All. Okay, what a significant move. We hit 4581. 4577 is still valid, but with news, let me know in comments who have made the profit from the buy trade. Let me know in comments. Johnny Beat, we can't do the FOMO trade, bro. Mate, we have already booked some profits at the top. Let me know in comments who have booked some profits from the buy trade. SL hit. SL hit at break even or what? Okay, break even. Then it's good. Not a problem. 4577 is going to hit. It's a strong key level, but till 4577 hit. Strong key level for buy, but we see the bearish momentum, then I think not good to take a buy trade here. Price can either make a very bearish candle at this level because currently this level is making hurdle for the price. Coming back to our main point, where is Kevin Warsh? Let me try to show the screen here. Okay, 7 area is I think will not work. Yes, it is broken. Oh wow, significant move, guys. 6-0. This level will also, yeah, the price breaks this level too. The price breaks this level too. The start of Kevin Warsh is hawkish. For 558. Guys, very risky to take the entry. It's breaking all key levels. Anyways, we grabbed our 200 pips. When I said to book the buy some profits, it was 170 pips, so we are all good. Don't need to worry about. And to be honest, price has given, if we count the full move, 4631 to 4550, it is 800 pips of move. So the statement is hawkish. Price can reach 44504275 level. Do not enter in FOMO, guys. Do not enter in FOMO. It can ruin your balance. Perfect. Let the price go away. We will take the trade when the price will become calm. We will take the trade when the price is calm. तो थोड़ा सुकून आ लेने दो, फिर एंट्री करते हैं अपनी। एंट्री जो है वो बड़ी अच्छी बन सकती है अगर हमें ये एंट्री का मौका दें तो 4600 के आसपास। कि हमारे पास सारे रास्ते में बहुत बड़े फेयर वैल्यू गैप्स भी हैं। ये वाला लेवल भी है फेयर वैल्यू गैप। मैं तुम लोगों को दूसरा चार्ट दिखाता हूँ, हमें क्या सोच। मेरी स्क्रीन नज़र आ रही है सबको? कैन यू सी माई स्क्रीन एवरीवन? ओके परफेक्ट। आई एम ट्राइंग टू शो यू what Kevin Walsh is saying right now.
In the central bank.
Let me know, guys, if you can hear his voice. I can't show you the screen, but
clear market signals.
I think you can hear the voice.
Filter as possible. market internals, from the level change in asset prices across sectors,
I'm watching it at CNBC.
prices and trading volumes of treasury securities, foreign exchange value of the dollar, cost and availability of credit, broad set of commodity prices. These and other indicators should inform the Fed's near-term outlook,
It's good you can hear.
economic activity and inflation throughout the business cycle. They should also reveal the state of broader financial conditions and the risks and uncertainties of the financial cycle. Same time, market participants themselves should be tracking real information about the real economy. They should draw their own conclusions, form their own expectations on things like output and employment and inflation, and they too should stay sharply attuned to risks. In my view, the Fed should be humble and never naive. The Fed plays an essential role in the economy and markets. Our tools are powerful. We determine the path of short-term interest rates, and market participants will always try to anticipate what we will do next. But we should not indulge a regime in which market participants are looking primarily to the Fed for their next trade. The economic literature has long described the distorting effects, what it called the Hall of Mirrors problem. If markets rely materially on the Fed's guidance, and the Fed relies on market prices, we're more likely to be blinded to new developments, more likely to be caught unprepared, and more likely to commit errors in policymaking. Now, perversely, market participants are unlikely to bear the biggest costs of the Hall of Mirrors problem. Most serious harm is likely to befall those without any financial assets. If the Fed gets inflation wrong, and judges the economy wrong, gets the worst of it, not the financial high flyers. Hardworking Americans are the ones left to deal with inflation that's too high, or jobs that suddenly appear less secure. So, if forward guidance is ill-suited to normal times, how about the new Fed chief commits at a meeting just like this to some explicit reaction function? Surely he could tell us his interest rate path, if, say, the data were to come in hot or cold. No, I wish our understanding of the economy were so precise as to provide a mechanical, tried and true answer. That some simple function, like a Taylor rule, could be rigorously relied upon. But our knowledge just does not extend that far, at least not yet. And other factors most relevant to the proper conduct of monetary policy, they change over time. Providing forecasts to illustrate the Fed's reaction function works better in theory than in practice, better in the lab than in the field. I am not alone in noticing that forward guidance in 2021, to cite just one example, might well have slowed the policy response to high inflation. In my term as chairman, my colleagues and I will endeavor to construct more reliable models, more robust rules, and we'll do this knowing that accuracy in forecasting is still just an aspiration. With so changing so fast in our geopolitics, global supply chains, technology, it's wise to be modest about what we can and cannot know as we sit here today. In the same spirit, we should receive the full range of ideas on matters that may inform the Fed's monetary policy discussions. If the aim is optimal decision-making, and it should be, we should not crowd out views on the economy. How then to chart a better path to policy? In the balance of my remarks, I will share with you some key principles that guide my thinking on the appropriate conduct of monetary policy. And then I'll offer my promised assessment of the economy. So let's turn first to principles. First, I've noticed in this line of work, yesterday's news has a way of getting mistaken for what's happening right now. challenge is to know the difference. In other words, we must interrogate reality. Make sure we're not setting forward-looking policy based on stale or inaccurate data. Nor should we rely on isolated data points. Trends matter most. The Fed's a decision-making agency. We make choices amid uncertainty, and the data upon which we draw must be relevant, contemporaneous, accurate, and as actionable as possible. Second principle. The Fed's actions are intended to ensure that the aggregate demand side of the economy is broadly consistent with aggregate supply. However, all we observe directly is activity. We never see and can only infer what's really happening on the supply side. Hence, evaluating the current and expected balance between aggregate supply and aggregate demand is imprecise. Third principle. There should be no misunderstanding. Fed's price stability objective of 2%, as measured by the PCE price index, is a firm, fixed target. Let me be equally clear about another aspect of this objective. Price stability is not self-executing, nor is inflation necessarily mean reverting. It's the Fed's job to deliver stable prices, no excuses. Fourth principle. The Fed also bears responsibility for maximum employment. Achieving both sides of our mandate over the medium term is not an either-or proposition. I do not believe the Fed's dual mandate works at cross purposes. After all, high inflation itself is very harmful to economic prosperity. Fifth principle. Short-term interest rates are the predominant tool to achieve the dual mandate. Unconventional policies to spur economic activity may suit genuine crises, of which we all have much experience, but they should otherwise be used sparingly, if at all. Sixth, money matters. I know it's not fashionable these days, but my view is that money has something important to do with monetary policy. We should pay attention to money created by the central bank and money that comes from the banking and financial system. It's true that financial innovations, the subject of this conference, and other factors alter the mechanics that link the monetary base, the velocity of money, and the broader economy. But that is scarcely a reason to ignore the ultimate effects of money on financial conditions and prices. Finally, a quieter Fed, a more purposeful Fed in its communications, is better able to meet its objectives. And we can be held accountable for delivering on our remit, the only true test of our credibility. To borrow a line from General Chuck Yeager, at the moment of truth, there are either reasons or results. So having heard a little bit about AI and general purpose technologies, having heard a little bit about the next policy conjuncture, a little bit on principles, let's turn to the economy today. Given those principles, how do I read the economy? What's really going on outside the window? It's a little ironic, there are no windows in this room, but they're big ones at the Federal Reserve. And we've been using those in my first 100 days. And I expect we're going to continue to use those in the period right ahead of us. Now, you may have read in the July minutes the unanimous view of the FOMC. Labor markets were stable, output solid, but inflation remained too high. A good majority of my colleagues and I thought the wiser course was to await new information in the intermeeting period, especially given possible developments in supply chains, investment flows, and geopolitics, before deciding whether a change in interest rate policy was advisable. And we expressed our joint readiness to act as circumstances require. For my part today, as we sit here, I'm impressed by the overall performance of the economy, which appears to have strengthened. One indicator of strength is how well an economy holds up under stress, how well it holds up under shocks. On that score, both Main Street and Wall Street have been remarkably resilient. Several other observations. Business capex is rising rapidly. The 4-quarter change in investment in equipment and intangibles has been around 9%, its highest growth rate since 2021. And more than half of the capex growth can likely be ascribed to the build-out related to AI. What about profits? For the firms in the S&P, profits have grown more than 20% over the past year alone. Profit margins are quite elevated relative to history. Overall equity market volatility quite low. We're staying keenly focused on market internals, watching performance across sectors. Expectations for both growth in capex and corporate earnings are running quite high. Continue to watch the change in the growth rates, second derivative. Follow-on effects on asset prices, business confidence, consumer incomes and spending are equally important to gauge. Credit spreads on corporate bonds and leveraged loans are near the low end of their historical averages. And issue volumes this year, quite strong. Looking beyond fixed income markets to the banking business. In the July so-called SLOOS survey, banks tell us that standards for C&I loans are on the easier end of their historical ranges. Helps explain their growth that we've seen this year in these loans. In my view, credit and loan markets are showing few signs of policy restraint. Now, certain sectors, like housing and agriculture, are showing strains. But on balance, I would be hard-pressed to describe broad financial conditions as restrictive. Real consumer spending has been healthy despite these shocks, increasing more than 2% over the past 4 quarters. If you combine consumption with the brisk investment we talked about earlier, private domestic financial purchases have also risen. These purchases have increased at a pace of nearly 3% or so far this year. It's a measure that typically carries more signal than GDP. Trend here too, positive. So on the employment side of the Fed's dual mandate, our country's doing well. Labor markets are quite stable. The jobless rate at 4.1% remains low by historical standards. It hasn't changed much in a couple of years. Unemployment claims, on a 4-week moving average, empirically robust real-time indicator, are near their lowest level in decades. In my view, the relatively low turnover in today's labor market is partly a result of the significant rematching between employers and employees that happened in the post-pandemic environment. When labor supply is barely growing, monthly job gains are naturally going to run low. There are always areas of concerns in the labor market. For example, among recent graduates. In general, though, people who want to work, by and large, are holding or finding jobs. You may well be concerned about future labor disruptions, but as of now, I believe the labor market's broadly consistent with full employment. But on the price stability side of our mandate, the numbers are more concerning. The Fed's preferred measure of inflation, the one I talked about earlier, 12-month change in the PC price index stands at 3.7%. The 6-month change a little above 4. The comparable measures from the CPI index are also elevated, as are core measures both of PCE and CPI inflation. None of these measures are perfect, but they all tell a similar story. Inflation is running above our 2% target. So the Fed's predominant focus right now should be on prices. So what's our job? The job for policymakers is to capture underlying trend inflation. Easier said than done. We want to gauge whether underlying inflation is rising, falling, or seems to be stuck in place. We also want to understand not just the direction of travel, but the speed. Each of these broad inflation measures have fallen significantly from their highs of a few years ago, but progress over the last couple of years has been more modest. And while this summer's PCE and CPI readings were better than expected, they do not tell me that underlying trends have meaningfully improved. The data also show moderate wage growth. But in my view, when tracking underlying inflation, wage growth has not proven a reliable indicator of future inflation for a very long time. So to try to gauge underlying inflation, I want to tell you about a couple of things I've always looked to. I find it instructive to disaggregate the 199 individual components of the PC price measure. Over the last 12 months, 54% of goods and services in this basket showed price increases above 3%. This is well below the post-pandemic highs of about 77%, but it remains well above the level of 32 in a couple of the decades that preceded the pandemic. Looking over just the last 6 months, the conclusion is similar. 49% of goods and services in the PC basket showed price increases above 3%. Again, this is well below the post-pandemic highs, but still elevated, quite elevated. The recent rise in overall commodity prices also bears watching. What we need to judge is whether the trends we see
Okay, guys. So the main crux is first he says pocket stone. His words are positive for US dollar, and then later on, yes, there was a audio problem. Later on, FED chair starts saying that the job market is smoothing, people are getting jobs, but the NFP data says the opposite thing. That's why we saw these two green candles, because markets understands that FED chair is going to give us a big surprise. That's why we see these two big candles on the green side. Then later on, he says again positive things for gold. Overall, he's saying we are standing above our 2% inflation area. So we are holding that tight. So this is the current summary. Let's hear the rest of the thing.
similar message, especially in light of recent developments. It's a credit to the Fed as an institution, consistent with the best of the Fed's traditions, that market prices show confidence that we will deliver price stability. And I can assure you, they're right. The thing about market measures of inflation expectations in economic history, some economic historians in the audience, is they all tend to look really strong and durable until they don't. These expectations are not pushed around easily, and right now they are very well anchored. But they must be closely minded, and it's the Fed's job to make sure that inflation expectations do not get unanchored. Now, there is one signal nobody can miss. Responsibility for 65 months of sustained elevated inflation sits squarely with the central bank, and that's where it belongs. So here is my standard. We must be confident that underlying inflation is moving to our objective, clearly and at sufficient speed. Otherwise, we have work to do. That's our job, that's our mandate, and that's our charge to keep. So I've covered quite a bit of ground in the last 25 minutes or so. Let me see if I can conclude this way. I stand here today committed to a discipline, not a decision. My Fed colleagues and I are hardly the first to hold these positions in a time of great consequence. We are determined to redeem the time by doing our very best work. For those of you that know us, you'll know the following is true. We take our responsibility seriously, humility, and with resolve. We know so much depends on the choices we make. Sound monetary policy helps households and businesses to prosper. When carried out effectively, it broadens and deepens the momentum of our economy and helps to secure America's leadership in the world. And I know that our country needs us to think carefully and act wisely, perhaps now more than ever. It's a tremendous honor to serve once again at the Federal Reserve. I'm truly grateful for the encouragement, good counsel, and the warm reception I've received in my first 100 days from my colleagues. I'm also honored and grateful for the views that I've gotten, solicited and unsolicited, from so many of you in this room. For that, and for your kind attention this morning, I say thank you. Let's get on with the rest of the program.
Okay, guys, so at the end, he again says we are still watching about the data, and if the data says us something like we can do rate cuts, then we will do it. That's why the gold market is giving us green candles right now. But still, we can expect doing a sell trade at 4598. That's a very strong level. And overall, the agenda is converted to completely selling side now. We can see 44,550 and 4275 very soon. So this is what I think. If everything goes according to the FED chairman, what he says, what are his words. So if everything goes according to his words, then we can see 4450 and 4275 very easily. Now I will not give the trade until unless you guys like the stream. That's my final thing. So yeah, if you want the trade, you can like the stream. Otherwise, I am going to end the stream. Okay, now I think can only give one like. Everyone like this. have bombarded with likes to my literature. Thanks a lot, brother. Okay, so the plan is once the price reach this area, we are going to do the sell. We have supply zone as well. We have two plans right now. First plan is, let me mark the both. The first plan is to do a sell trade at this supply area 4606 with a very tight stop loss of 4616. Yeah, we put the stop loss very tight, it can hit our stop loss. So the first idea is 4606 is our first entry point. We can target this low. This is the trade with very tight stop loss. The other trade idea is to do a sell trade at 4592 level with a stop loss at 4516 again. This time the stop loss is a little bit big, but the target is also big. We can expect the target to almost 4491. So this is a 1000 pip trade almost. Yeah, 1000 pips almost. So if we are risking 300 pips, our final take profit can be 1000 pips. So this is the second trade. The reason of tight risk here at supply zone is that because above this level market will be bullish, and we can also put the take profit at this level. Yeah, it can work, but uh, for this supply area it's difficult for the price to go below this swing low or even go below this level. So both of the trades are, one of them is 1:6 risk to reward ratio and the other is 1:4. So it's your choice to take any of the trade. I am going to drop both of these trades in the group. It's your choice then to take which trade. I'm going to take both of the trades. I know the first trade have 300 pips of stop loss and the other one has tight risk. So if you want to do this big trade with 300 pips of stop loss, you can do 0.01 entry at 4592 and the other entry at 4607. Only two entries with a 0.01 entry at 4592 and the other entry at 4606, which can be 0.02 lots. It's only for those which are above 1000, which are below $1000 balance, and everyone above $1000 balance, they can open 0.02 at this level 4592 and 0.04 at 4606. But if you are going to take this trade, this one which is 4606 with a tight stop loss of 4616, for this trade you can openly put 0.3 entries, 0.03 or 0.05 according to your balance. If you are below $1000 and if you are above $1000, then you can open high lots on this trade. So both of these trades are good. It's your choice to take both of the trades. So the plan is in front of you. The stop loss. Okay, I will mention both of the signals in group, bro. Don't worry. This is just the plan. Let me write the signal properly in group. Two trades we have. 464592. 4592. Very small lots. 4606. Four. TPs can be for the 4592 entry. If we can put the first TP at 4585, where we will put the stop loss at break even. This is the point where we will put the stop loss at break even. Okay, I have shared the trade in the group. You can see that trade. So the big trade has been given. Okay, one more thing. For the first trade, for which we are going to enter at 4592, it has one invalidity condition as well. Let me write that as well. So the invalidity conditions have also been added to the message which I have just shared. The signal has been given, okay, and the FOMC FED chair has given the hawkish statement. This is what the price can achieve. So, do you have any questions, everyone? Do you have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, I am going to end the stream now. So it was a nice session overall. We have grabbed some good moves. At least we have grabbed 200 pips. Bye bye, guys. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow. Sorry, see you on Monday. Thanks a lot, everyone.